Justin Bieber subtly opened up about his feelings after his ex-girlfriend Selena Gomez's wedding. In a dreamy Instagram post on Saturday, September 27th, Selena announced tying the knot with Benny Blanco, sharing a carousel of enchanting glimpses from the nuptials. Just an hour after the beautiful songstress shared the heartfelt update, her ex-boyfriend, Justin Bieber, broke his silence with a subtle message to his former ladylove. In the post, Bieber shared a series of photos from his recent basketball game, with his song "I Do" playing in the background. Although the sorry crooner kept the caption blank, his choice of song led fans speculate that it was a subtle message for Selena Gomez. Song lyrics reads, "All these feelings just wash away, my baby. It's not complicated, and those feelings won't fade away. Nobody gets to touch you, I do. You will always be the one that I choose."
Picture this. Selena Gomez, glowing in white, walking down the aisle to marry Benny Blanco, the man who turned her heartbreak into happiness. Fans are sobbing, the internet's melting, it's pure fairy tale energy. But then, out of nowhere, Justin Bieber pops up online like a ghost from the past. One post, one song, and suddenly the whole internet's screaming shade. The timing's too perfect, the message too pointed, and everyone's wondering if Justin just crashed Selena's wedding from his phone. This isn't just a love story. It's a digital plot twist years in the making. So grab your popcorn, hit that subscribe button, and buckle up, because this wedding drama just broke the internet. Selena and Benny's wedding was the kind of fairy tale Hollywood rarely gets anymore, you guys. It wasn't some over-the-top spectacle. It was intimate, emotional, and so perfectly them. The ceremony took place in Montecito, California, spread across a 2-day celebration that blended private luxury with just the right touch of star power. Picture this: a sun-soaked garden lined with white roses, soft music floating through the air, and Selena walking down the aisle in the most breathtaking custom Ralph Lauren gown. The dress was everything. Timeless, elegant, with soft princess sleeves and that dreamy silhouette that hugged her just right. It gave Snow White meets modern royalty energy. She looks like literal Disney royalty, you guys. Like, Ralph Lauren needs to frame that dress in the Smithsonian. The guest list was just as glamorous as the moment. Taylor Swift was there, radiant as ever, with Travis Kelce right by her side. And yes, the cameras caught them being very coupley. Selena's Only Murders in the Building co-stars came to support her too. Steve Martin and Martin Short reportedly gave short, funny toasts that had everyone tearing up and laughing at the same time. But it wasn't just actors. A few A-list musicians Benny's worked with over the years were spotted too. People like Charlie Puth, Halsey, and even some of Benny's longtime producer friends made appearances. It wasn't a massive crowd, but it was filled with people who genuinely loved them, which made the whole thing feel warm, real, and emotional. The first night was a small welcome dinner at a private estate in Montecito. Candlelight, soft jazz, family speeches, and lots of laughter. Then came the big day, Saturday. Selena's team made sure everything stayed under wraps. But of course, once those photos hit social media, it was over. Fans lost their minds. She looked radiant, glowing, peaceful. You could feel it. She was happy, really happy. And then Benny's Instagram post just melted everyone's hearts. He wrote, "My wife for life," under a candid photo of them holding hands during the ceremony. Simple, sweet, perfect. Selena replied in the comments, "I love you," which already had everyone sobbing. But then Benny followed up with another post saying, "I married a real-life Disney princess." Like, stop it. That's the kind of love language we all dream of. The internet went into full meltdown mode. Fans were calling it the wedding of the decade, saying it felt like watching their big sister finally get the fairy tale ending she deserved after everything she's been through. And honestly, they weren't wrong. Selena's smile said it all. This wasn't about fame or PR or old drama. It was about peace, love, and finally finding someone who matched her energy. The world's been watching Selena for years, rooting for her to find happiness. And now, it looks like she finally has. Let's start with the ring, because honestly, it's a showstopper. Benny Blanco didn't just go big, he went iconic. Selena's engagement ring is an 8-carat Marquise cut diamond glittering with that timeless old Hollywood vibe. You could see it sparkle from space. Jewelry experts estimate it's worth anywhere between $225,000 and $640,000, depending on clarity and setting. But here's what sent fans into a full-blown meltdown. Selena actually referenced Marquise diamonds years ago in her 2015 hit, Good For You. Remember that line? Marquise diamond could even make that Tiffany jealous? Yeah, that lyric aged like fine wine. Fans were all over Twitter calling it the most Selena thing ever. Like she manifested her dream ring nearly a decade before it happened. That's not just romantic, it's symbolic, it's poetry, it's full circle storytelling. And then there was the bouquet. Simple, but powerful. Selena carried Lily of the Valley, a flower that symbolizes purity, joy, and new beginnings. It's delicate, traditional, and quietly meaningful. The same flower that's been used in royal weddings from Kate Middleton to Grace Kelly. Fans pointed out how Selena's choice felt symbolic of her own journey. After years of public heartbreak, health struggles, and intense scrutiny, she's stepping into a chapter that's peaceful and rooted in genuine happiness. Every single part of that wedding felt intentional. The music, the flowers, the design, even the energy of the ceremony. Everything about it screamed thoughtful. You could tell she wanted this date to reflect who she really is. Soft, romantic, grounded, and finally free. As one fan on X said, it's giving full circle main character moment. And honestly, they nailed it. Now, while Selena was soaking up that newlywed glow, guess who decided to post? Yup, Justin Bieber. And this is where things got interesting. Just hours after the wedding photos dropped, Justin popped up on Instagram. The post, a casual carousel of basketball pics, him on the court, looking chill, doing his thing. But the soundtrack? His own 2025 ballad called I Do. Yup, the exact same phrase Selena just said at the altar. The same day she says I do to Benny, Justin posts I do for the world to hear. Like, come on, you can't make this up. The internet instantly went into detective mode. Some fans thought it was a coincidence, others said it was a subtle dig, but the overwhelming reaction? Confusion. People were like, you couldn't have waited just one day? Maybe picked a different track? It was the definition of tone-deaf timing. Now, to be fair, the song I Do is dedicated to Hailey. Justin wrote it earlier this year as a sweet gesture to celebrate their wedding anniversary. But the problem is context matters. Posting that song on that day felt like walking into the middle of someone else's spotlight holding a megaphone. Fans flooded the comments saying things like, "Bro, read the room," and "This is not the time." Others accused him of trying to pull attention away from Selena's moment. Even Hailey got dragged into it, with people speculating she might have been the one behind the post or completely blindsided by it. Either way, the internet didn't hold back. And the thing is, if you looked at it without knowing what was happening, it really did seem innocent. Just a guy posting about basketball with his own music in the background. But with everything we know, the timing, the history, the years of intertwined drama, it just looked messy. Fans started sharing side-by-side comparisons. Selena in her wedding gown versus Justin's I Do post. Two timelines colliding on the same weekend. The symbolism was too loud to ignore. Some fans even said it felt like Justin subconsciously couldn't handle the closure. That every time Selena moves on, there's this weird ripple in the Bieber-verse. Others think it's pure coincidence that Justin is just out of touch with how things appear online. But no matter how you spin it, the internet already made up its mind. For millions of people watching, it looked like Justin Bieber was still caught in the Selena Gomez orbit even after all these years. And whether he meant it or not, the timing turned what should have been a peaceful wedding weekend into another viral storm. So yeah, one side was celebrating a fairy tale ending, and the other, accidentally or maybe not, reigniting one of pop culture's most talked about love triangles. Selena and Benny gave the world their happily ever after moment. Justin gave us confusion, chaos, and commentary. And somewhere in between all that noise, one thing became crystal clear. Selena Gomez has moved on, but the world still can't stop watching. The second Justin's post went up, the internet exploded. His comment section turned into a digital war zone, like no survivors. Fans were dragging him left and right with lines like, "You lost her, get over her," and "The love of your life just got married." Someone else said, "Choice of song is wild," and my personal favorite, "Call her another 23 times, Justin." The shade was brutal. Within minutes, his post was flooded with gifs of Selena and Benny, clips of their wedding, and old videos of Selena looking unbothered and gorgeous. It was like the entire internet decided to crash Justin's comment section for sport. You could practically hear the chaos. But of course, it didn't stop there. His fans, the die-hard believers, started clapping back. Some were writing, "He's married, leave him alone," and "Y'all are obsessed with a relationship that ended years ago." Others defended him, saying it was just bad timing, not shade. Still, the drama was unstoppable. Two fandoms were going head-to-head in real time, Jelena truthers versus Bieber stans. It was like the digital version of a celebrity boxing match. Hashtags were trending, fan edits were flying, and by the end of the night, it felt like we time traveled straight back to 2018. The internet was nuclear, messy, emotional, and addicted to every second of it. And speaking of 2018, remember the 23 call story? Yeah, that one. Right before Justin married Hailey, reports came out that he tried to reach Selena 23 times in one night. 23! He was allegedly begging to talk, to find closure, or maybe something more. No one really knows. But it became one of those legendary fan theories that never dies. And then, months later, Selena drops her song Ring with that line, "Yeah, I received your message, all 23. Fans lost their minds. Everyone swore it was a direct reference to that moment, a subtle way of saying, "I heard you and I've moved on." So now, fast forward to this weekend. Selena finally gets her fairy tale ending, marries Benny Blanco, and literally hours later, Justin posts basketball pics with a song called "I Do." You can't blame people for connecting the dots. It's like deja vu in HD. Fans were tweeting, "Not this man reliving 2018," and "He really said 'I do,' but at the wrong wedding." Some joked that he was trying to make a remix of his own heartbreak, while others claimed it was pure coincidence. But let's be real, with that history, that timing, and that song, it's no wonder everyone's eyebrows shot straight up. It's wild how no matter how much time passes, the Selena, Justin, Hailey triangle still finds its way back into the headlines. Selena's living her best life, glowing and married, Benny's over the moon, and Justin, well, he's just trying to post about basketball, but the internet refuses to let him forget his past. It's like every time Selena closes a chapter, social media opens it right back up. The 23 calls theory, the "I do" posts, the fan wars, it all feels like pop culture history repeating itself. And honestly, the internet's eating it up, one comment at a time. So the big question everyone's asking, was Justin being shady or just really, really unlucky? Some fans are giving him the benefit of the doubt, saying maybe it was just bad timing. Like, maybe he didn't even realize Selena's wedding photos had dropped when he posted. After all, he's married, he's busy, maybe he just wanted to share a chill basketball moment. But others, they're convinced this wasn't an accident. They think Justin knew exactly what he was doing. The timing, the song choice, the caption, it all lined up a little too perfectly, like a quiet emotional reaction he couldn't hide. Not outright shade, but maybe something deeper, like a flicker of nostalgia, or that weird ache you feel when an old chapter of your life finally ends for good. And honestly, I'm not saying Justin's obsessed, but let's just say if your ex's wedding had you subconsciously queuing up a song called "I Do," the internet is going to notice. You can't pull that off quietly when millions of people have notifications turned on for every move of yours. Meanwhile, fans were in their feelings, big time. TikTok turned into an emotional roller coaster. People were posting edits of Selena walking down the aisle with slow piano versions of "The Heart Wants What It Wants" or "Lose You to Love Me." Some of the captions read, "Jelena ends here, and she finally got her happy ending." Whole timelines were filled with nostalgic montages, clips of young Justin and Selena laughing in old interviews, concerts, red carpets, dissolving into photos of her wedding with Benny. It was like watching the final scene of a movie you grew up with. One fan wrote, "It's weirdly poetic, like the end of a decade-long pop culture love story." And that's exactly what it felt like. Closure. For Selena, for the fans, and honestly, even for the internet that's been stuck on this loop for over 10 years. People weren't just crying over the wedding, they were crying over everything it symbolized. Growth, healing, moving on. But, of course, Justin couldn't stay out of the spotlight for long. Just when the internet was starting to calm down, he posted again. This time, a mirror selfie with a caption about shaving his beard. Totally harmless. No music, no cryptic lines, just a regular post. But by then, it didn't matter. The internet was already on high alert. Within minutes, the comment section was again filled with chaos. Someone wrote, "Is this stage 2 of grief?" Another said, "Justin, have you seen the internet?" Someone else joked, "He's shaving his beard because it reminds him of Selena's hair." Like, what? Fans were turning facial hair into symbolism. It was hilarious and kind of tragic at the same time. And that's when it hit everyone. Justin can't post anything without it being dissected. At this point, the man could post a picture of a sandwich and the internet would say it's shaped like Selena's initials. Every move becomes a headline. Every word turns into a theory. Some say it's because the world still associates him with Selena no matter how much time passes. Others think he brings it on himself with his timing. Either way, it's wild how the cycle keeps repeating. So, was Justin being shady? Maybe. Was it bad luck? Possibly. But one thing is for sure, this moment marked the real ending of an era. Selena moved on, Benny got the girl, and Justin is trying to convince the world and maybe himself that he's fine. But the internet? Oh, the internet has not recovered. It's like the pop culture universe got shaken all over again, and everyone's reliving the saga they swore they'd moved on from. The truth is, no matter what side you're on, it's kind of beautiful watching Selena close that chapter and step into a whole new one. So what do you guys think? Was Justin's post pure coincidence or low-key shade? Drop your thoughts below because this comment section is about to be wild. I love you guys so much, and as always, I'll see you all in the next video.